Hello, everyone. We're going to be doing episode 4 of season 1. It's called Infection, and it is one of the episodes that I like at the beginning of the show, and I think that it is worth watching, although it is just barely. Yeah, it really kind of squeaks through. If I was right now forced to pick which episode is better, episode 1 or this one, I would ask a question. Are you more interested in the story overall or gaining a better understanding of the universe that this story takes place in? And those are very different questions, which is why I'm kind of, having a hard time pinning down this episode. From a story perspective, this episode brings absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing to the rest of the show. Yeah, nothing. Absolutely. There is nothing in this episode that you need to know in order to watch the rest of the show. If you want something to help introduce you to the story that you're going to be watching, episode 1 wins hands down, through and through, no competition. If you are more interested in the flavor of the show and you're trying to get an idea of whether you'll like it, I'd probably pick this one. It's really tight still, even honestly. Episode 1's almost better even there, but not, just barely. And that has to do with a lot of the stuff that comes down the line in episodes or seasons 4 and 5. Yeah, I hesitate there because it's like, ooh, man alive. Yeah. There is a lot of stuff that comes down the line that this episode kind of helps prepare you for. And if you watched episode 1 instead of this episode, you would be going, wait, where did that come from? Whereas if you watch this episode, you'll just be like, oh yeah, I remember that episode way at the beginning. Wow, huh. But like episode 1, there is still another problem. It's not really important to the rest of the story, even then. And that's why I'm going, episode 1 probably almost beats it there too. Almost. It's a tight fit. I do believe the next episode, I'll have to check. I do believe the next episode is where things start picking up, because if I remember right, I skipped the first DVD. But I don't remember. Anywho, yeah, none of these first 4 episodes are critical to the story. But I do like this episode because it really does kind of give you a nice taste of what the show is going to become later on. And if you're a little boy, you probably would love this episode too. That being said, if you're not a little boy, this episode's probably on the boring side. And by probably, I mean it is. Yeah, I think that covers everything. You guys have a good one.